Hi, welcome to my review for The Front, which is coming May 19th. This is a Sony Pictures 4K release via Columbia title, whatever. But this review is sponsored by Allied Vaughn Entertainment. Also, you can pre-order a copy or order a copy by going to moviezing.com. That's moviezing.com. Check out their library. They got a lot of cool stuff from Sony to Lionsgate, Warner Archive. Those are real cool ones, and other studios as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the front, and this is the back. Anyway, this movie is a 1976 film. It has just a disc here, and it comes with a digital code that has already been redeemed. All right, this movie is one of the rare occasions where Woody Allen is merely an actor in it. He did not write it, and he did not direct it. There are some movies that he wrote, they didn't direct, and then there's ones that, you know, it's directing, whatever. But this one is written by Walter Bernstein, directed by Martin Ritt. It's about the blacklisting in Hollywood back in the day, and Woody Allen plays a guy who is a bookie, and he works at a restaurant, and the Hollywood, his friend who's a Hollywood writer has been blacklisted, is like, hey, you need to write, and, you know, I'll give you a cut of my money if you act like you're the writer for it. So he's like a front for these blacklisted writers. It's more of a drama than a comedy. So folks might be going in thinking 70s Woody Allen might be funnier or whatever, and he's got some silliness to him, but overall it's got some really more dramatic flair to it. The movie has some really like wonderful moments to it in here and there, just good conversation, good, you know, some good drama about the times and stuff. And a lot of it in the screenplay was based on actual stories from blacklisted writers and things that happen. Zero Mostel plays a character named Hecky and stuff. And there's a wonderful scene, the last scene with the actor in the film, that's just like, oh, powerful moment, really well filmed and stuff. And that's another thing with this. The cinematography in this, especially on this 4K disc, stands out. Like, it's like slick and sly at how really good it is. Like, there's a scene where Woody's looking like across the street. It's just like, oh my gosh, it feels, you know, like something out of like the Parallax View or something like that. It's pretty intense. There's been some times reading some old critic reviews where they talk about you know, Woody kind of like not, you know, fitting with his, you know, comedic stuff, and, you know, he's got a typical, it's kind of a toned down version of the typical Woody Allen flustering character, but I think it works. It helps to not make this such a dry movie and stuff. But it does, I mean, it's a little bit more humorous drama, but it does get into some serious business and stuff as well. I think this one used to be, it's funny because like it's getting this, you know, fancy 4K treatment, but this one, and I think Blu-ray, it was a Twilight Time title, but this used to be like a bargain bin DVD back in the day. You'd find it real cheap, and it was like, oh, we threw it, it's got a Woody Allen, so we'll throw it on there. But I think this movie is a lot better than you might think from that. And since it's not written and directed by him, just starring him, I think it goes underappreciated. It was, I say that, but the movie was nominated for an Academy Award for 1977 for its screenplay, so it was appreciated. I think it got some like Golden Globe notifications and maybe a BAFTA, I'm not sure, but it's a solid movie. It's pretty good. I mean, I think it's much above average. I think thematically holds really well, and I think it's aged quite better than what it was received as at the time. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 for the front. Now for the video, it's encoded HEVC H.265 compression. 1851 original theatrical aspect ratio, and then has a resolution of 2160p for a 4K image. It's a Sony Columbia title, and it's immaculate restoration and transfer on this. It looks great. It's got a very filmic look to it. Nice layer of grain quality. Depth is strong. Like I was talking about this scene where Woody's like looking across the street. I mean, things look nice and pushed back. If you're in a room with the hall, the doors, it looks, multidimensional. Fabrics and clothing have good pattern and texture on the shirts and pants and everything like that. And I have an animal cameo over here. I'm sorry. But the color palette's good. They're really bold and striking on it for a normal looking color palette. Here, there's not really HDR, whatever, but the decent contrast going on here, but nothing's like bleeding out, like where they're really trying to show it off. Black levels are natural. Skin tones look real to the touch and flare, and the skin freckles, wrinkles, whatever happens on them looks nice and neat. So I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 for it. The audio, we got an English 2.0 mono DTS master audio track. It comes with English SDH, and French subtitles. This audio is perfectly fine. Gets the job more than done. I don't know if this is, I imagine it's the same track that was on the Blu-ray. I didn't own the Blu-ray for this. But dialogue's clear and crisp. It does sound a bit of its time, but that's okay. It's loud. Not a lot of real deep level stuff here, obviously, because it's only 2.0, but this more than gets the job done. I think it's quite fine. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And then we have the extras. The extras come with commentary with actress Andrea Marcovici and film historians Julie Kirgo and Nick Redman. And then it also has the theatrical trailer for the movie with it. So you get the feature length people talking about the movie. And that's kind of a thing. Like Woody Allen doesn't have bonus features on his movies pretty much. There's some rare exceptions here. This isn't his movie per se. So we have that there. So that's a nice thing to have. I think it's enough to just bump it to a 2, including the digital code that comes with it. So let's go back. Let's take a look. Movie I gave a 4. The video I gave a 5. Audio a 4. And the extras I gave a 2. So overall, I'm gonna go with, on this one, it's hard. I'm gonna go with a 3.75 out of 5 for the disc. Benefiting the movie and the presentation mostly for this. But yeah, it sounds great. And you get a commentary at the end of the day with it as well. So yeah, this, of course, like I said, you can order at moviezing.com. That's moviezyng.com. Hope you enjoyed this review. I've got one for Speed Racer coming up and The Bride, so stay tuned. Those will be up once I get to them. And appreciate you watching. And as always, stay film positive.